Chapter, we are doing one chapter, one session of the Bhagavad Gita, and today we are going to reflect upon the 14th chapter, that is the Guna Traya Vibhaga Yoga, the three moods of the mind. So, Lord is inviting us to have our Vivek. Vivek means the ability to discriminate, which is the highest ability. When we lose this ability, then first we Vinashyati, we actually perish, because human beings are supposed to use their intellect, discriminative power. So in the last Sunday also we saw discriminating between, I hope you remember the code words K1, K2, Kshetrajna number 1, Kshetrajna number 2, because Bhagavan is going to revise in the first verse today. So today we are going to see how our mind operates and how it fools us, how it traps us. So let us get ready, prepare ourselves by sitting straight, head, neck, backbone straight. This is a position where the energy flow is maximum, ideally suited for spiritual sadhana, jap, puja, shravan, manan, nididhyasanam. Every day I must at least practice sitting straight without any movement. That is step number 1. When the body is still, then the mind easily quietens down. So step number 2, let us withdraw our mind from all that has happened in the past till 7:30 this Sunday morning. Whatever has happened is gone, never to come back. Let us not keep repeating the past, keep going in the past, keep talking about the past, because it's gone. Only keeping the learnings with us. Life happens in the moment, here and now. Let us withdraw our mind from all future anxieties which is not yet born, worries, what will happen, what is going to happen is going to happen. Let us drop in the present moment confusions and tensions and focus on our breath. Third step is to focus on the breath for some time every day so that the mind refreshes, rejuvenates, recreates. As the breath is always in the present moment, always fresh, always detached. Let us take a slow, deep, conscious breath. So now the mind is alert, cheerful, peaceful, body is still. Maybe some lingering thoughts are there at the background of the mind. They run away or vanish when we chant loudly and invoke gods and gurus, Guru Parampara's blessings, God's grace and Guru Parampara's blessings. So let us chant together. Om. Om.
सहनौ भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः गजाननं भूतगणातिसेवितं पवित्रजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणम् नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम् सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणे विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः चिन्मयं व्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् हरि ओम्
Hari Om. Thank you, Latara Chekharji. So many times this question comes from our family members or relatives or people whom we know that we are into spiritual seeking Bhagavad Gita, getting up Sunday morning and listening. They say there is no change in your behavior. You are the same, or actually you have become little worse also. But I'm happy that many people have written to me about the introspection, about what has shifted. Thank you very much. We will collate it, and without names, we will see at the end of this 18 chapters, we will share with the group. So today's chapter, actually, we must sit and introspect. It's an introspective chapter. Whatever we are going to see today, we'll have to check with our own life. What am I doing? Because it is going to give us indicators on the dashboard to check, what I am doing from morning to evening and what is the impact of it. This life, next life. So the chapter name is Guna Traya Vibhaga Yoga. The three moods of the mind. 13th chapter was Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga. So now Lord is very keen on asking us to use our discriminative power. Later on, again, Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. Three types of faith will come. But this is very interesting because mind is our own friend, mind is our own enemy. So we're going to dive deep into this, and Bhagwan is inviting us immediately after the 13th chapter to reflect on mind. Why, we will see. So in the first verse itself, Bhagwan summarizes the 13th chapter and the importance of it. Param bhuyah pravakshami jnananam jnanamuttamam yajñatva munaya sarve param siddhi mito gataha. So Bhagavan is saying is that whatever you have learned in the 13th chapter, every day you must write down and remember it, because that is the highest jnana what I gave. What was that? That Kshetrajna number 1 is pure consciousness. Bhagavan says, I am the Kshetrajna in all. Then who am I? I am K2, I notion, which is illusory. And this Kshetra is the body, mind, intellect, and the world. That is a field of knowledge. The field of knowledge has to be separate than the knower. The knower has to be separate than the known. This is one statement. Suppose I remember, I will not get disturbed, carried away so easily. But Bhagavan said, no, it is not like that. Because, yeah, after I know this, once I know this, one will attain total fulfillment and never get disturbed again. But how this K2, I notion, gets bound to the body, mind, intellect, and the world. This is the topic what is very important. This is the topic what is discussed in 14th chapter. Because K1 is unattached, akarta, abhokta. Bhagavan says, I am akarta, abhokta. How Jiva gets different births, which you mentioned in 13.22 verse in the last chapter, again you mentioned. So why we shift between intelligence and stupidity? Some people who are learning Geeta, Upanishad, Brahma Sutra, so many Prakaran Granthas, attend so many classes, but when we listen to them, observe their behavior, then we sometimes wonder that, this person is listening and, studying and talking and giving lectures also, but, so very different in their behavior. So from today, we must not label people like this, because this is one, what we can say is that one challenge what other people have who are not into the spiritual knowledge, because they always see what is the use of this spiritual knowledge. You can see this person, he's talking so big things, and then Bhagavad Gita, Atma, Brahman, etc., God, doing puja, but his behavior is not in tune with the knowledge what the person talks sometimes. So sometimes our behavior is in contrary to our knowledge, what we learn in Bhagavad Gita, that I am Atma, my nature is Satchidananda, I know the definition of Atma. But then person immediately says this and then starts worrying and this and that, this body is paining, that problem, that problem. Then we sometimes wonder, what is this? You are giving lectures and lectures and you are teaching other people, you are sevika, you are chanting, but the behavior is contrary. Why we slip from our intellectual knowledge stand? Jagan Mithya Brahma Satya, suppose I take stand, then we should play around. Suppose I take a stand that I am Atma, all this is Leela going on of Bhagavan, that is a stand I take. But then we are not able to maintain that stand. Why we are not able to excel, have peak performances all the time? Sometimes we say, okay, the best comes out of us. Sometimes the worst comes out of us. So all these questions are answered here. Why two children are different? Same family, same school, same parents, same relatives. Why there is so much of variety in the world? Only one answer, that is 14th chapter. What is the answer to all these questions? Only one. Due to three moods of the mind called as trigunas, which is also in some literature somewhere else. Here also Bhagavan calls as Prakriti. Because Prakriti has this made up of these three gunas and it operates and it is pervading entire universe. Food, people, behavior, objects, situations, everything. Events, timing, everything is pervaded by three gunas. So what is there in fourth chapter? What are the three moods of the mind? What are the three moods of the mind? Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. SRT. We know SRK, but this is SRT. You should remember SRT. What is SRK? Shah Rukh Khan, he is very famous. Its impact. Attachment of K2. The Jiva gets attached because of this guna to body, mind, intellect, and world. So it is very important. Because in Upanishad also it comes that, there is a Hridaya Granthi which needs to be unlocked, opened up. So this is where the knot happens. This is where the bondage happens. This is how the trap happens. Even after I am having knowledge that I am Atma, I am Satchitananda. Why? Because this trap is not so easy to open up. Its result, continuous birth and cycle. This is not our first birth. Especially those who are listening Sunday morning Bhagavad Gita, we have lived several lakhs and lakhs of births, several husbands, several wives, several children, several houses, several relatives, several jobs, several food we have eaten, and then this interest of Bhagavad Gita comes. So again and again, Punarapi Jananam, that is the result of this guna. Then we are going to see what are the SRT traps. How it traps us, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. And I would specifically invite all of you, when this Sattva trap comes, please do not look here and there into WhatsApp, YouTube and do some cooking and all. Just pay attention for some time and it will be clear, because Sattva trap is very, very subtle to understand. Especially it traps the spiritual people. So many know I am Atma and its nature, but does not know how my mind works, how it behaves outside. What is the result of knowing Atma and mind? So immediately after 13, Bhagavan took 14th chapter. That these two you should know. What is Atma? Its nature, Akarta, Abhokta, that is K1. And then what is this mind? Because this mind traps us. And then what I will get? Sarve Param Siddhi Mito Gataha. What is exactly this Param Siddhi? What you are asking. I want to know that first, then I will listen to the mind moods. So Param Siddhi, know two things, very important. Practical level, know the nature of the mind, that is three gunas, that is 14th chapter. What will happen? Then I can face any situation, I can achieve anything that I want, because mind is the problem, mind is the friend. No, I don't have mood. No, I don't feel like doing. I don't want to commit to anything. No, I want to withdraw now. I don't want to talk to anybody. Then there is no sorrow, because all this sorrow, sadness, frustration, irritation, happiness, peace, guilt, all these are game going on in the mind only. No incompletion, no feeling of victim, no fear, no stress. These are all challenges the mind creates, and then we are so carried away and attacked that every time I'm discussing with myself and others, you know what I'm feeling? I was not feeling good. No, I was feeling very good. I liked it. I didn't like it. No, I don't have mood today. I was, feeling very dull. I was feeling very peaceful. That we are going to see how it plays around in our day-to-day time. At transcendental level, know my nature as Brahman. So this is K1 and this is K2. What will happen? Param Siddhi, there is total fulfillment. Om Brahmavit apnoti param. The knower of Brahman attains the supreme. That is what this is. So know two things. So today we are going to see about the mind. Last chapter we were discussing about the Brahman, the K1. So 14th chapter gives this knowledge of three gunas of the mind, which leads to perfection here and now and hereafter also. What are the characteristics of these three gunas? How do they bind us? Sattvam rajastam iti guna prakrutim sambhava. Nibadhanti. So now nibadhanti means it binds, and then purposely is calling Arjun Mahabaho. For any warrior, suppose you tell that, you're going to get bound. No, no, I want to release myself. I have the power. So purposely says, you are Mahabhayo. Now you release yourself from this bondage. What is Sattva? Purity. Rajas, passion. Tamas, inertia. This is the starting point. We are going to discuss about these three various aspects of these three. The three guna binds us with three shaktis. These three gunas has three powers. Sattva, Jnana Shakti. Very important one, because Rajas and Tamas easy to understand. Sattva is not very easy to understand. No, 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 I don't have any jealousy. No, 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 I am that way. I have no bondage. I can. That itself is a bondage. We will see what is this sattvic bondage, rajasic bondage, tamasic bondage. Rajasa is Vikshepa Shakti, restlessness. Constantly there is that FOMO, fear of missing out something. Right now, the code word in youngsters is FOMO, fear of missing out on something. So constantly restlessness, constantly looking into mobile, YouTube, this, that, thinking I will miss out something, go here, go there, do something, being busy. What happened to that person? What happened to that person? What is happening in that family? What happened to Amitabh Bachchan? What happened to this constant? Because I don't want to miss out. And the whole Guna, what is working behind this is Rajas, keeping us busy, occupied. And tamas is avaran shakti that we will see and discuss in detail, inertia, dullness. What is the result of this bondage? They keep us busy whole day, whole life, again and again, many lives, playing with each other, because this is Leela going on of Bhagwan with these gunas only, shifting from one mood to another mood. So now we have to be introspective. Sometimes I am in a peaceful, happy mood. Sometimes the mood changes to agitated and restless. Sometimes dull and indecisive. This is so perfectly identified by the Lord. Sometimes when I'm coming to class and listening only, all yawning and sleep starts, tamas comes. Not otherwise. The moment I come and sit for Bhagavad Gita knowledge or any class, I have to just listen. So Shravan is very high level of sadhana. Because if Shravan I have to do, I must be in Sattva Guna. Otherwise, even while listening to the session also, Rajas is there. Then I will keep fiddling with mobile phone, this TV, that work, that thing, talking to somebody, opening door. For 15 minutes, I cannot listen quietly, attentively with alert mind. Because Sattva is not predominant. Rajas and then Tamas means I have already mentioned. Dullness, indecision, कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. What is the original bondage? Original bondage is ignorance. That is the root cause. So gunas are called as participatory bondage. They align with this original bondage, avidya. And both together are playing with us. So today when we are going to focus on them, they will disappear. Because their game is going on. The moment I understand the game, I enjoy the game. I can play the game with them but remain detached. I can be the observer of the game and be detached of it. So how SRT traps us? Now I have to pay attention. Take a deep breath. SRT means Sattva Rajas Tamas. So first we are going to start with, this is the most subtlest topic. Because this, as Guruji says, this we don't understand, it is a trap. First of all, the problem starts there only. And what has been said here, there are two traps of Sattva, happiness and Jnana. Oh, but both we must have, no. We must have knowledge and we must have happiness, but this is about the world. So, Jnani Sukhi trap. Sukha sange na badnati, jnana sange na chanaga. Very, very important words to remember and by heart. No, no, I am a very spiritual person, we will see that. I listen to Bhagavad Gita, I chant, I do puja, I can chant, I can know Bhagavad Gita by heart. I know the meaning also. I give so many lectures. So many people attend. The trap starts there. So creates bondage to sukha. Because peace of mind, this is very important to note. The moment I am feeling, no, today I did meditation, I felt so peaceful, bondage started. Jnana, knowledge in the intellect, that is the subtlest bondage. We are not even aware how this knowledge creates ahankar in us. Here, sukha refers to peaceful state arising from desire fulfillment. We will see examples. How the happiness trap works. So there are two traps. Sukha sangena, jnana sangena. Two traps are there. We will discuss both the traps. These are the subtle traps. Rajas, tamas traps, easy to understand. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsara. That we will see. This sukha and jnana, we are not even aware because it catches us because we don't feel that it is a trap. When I feel happy, I don't feel bondage of happiness. That trap starts there. We superimpose happiness on outside situation, object, person. Somebody says, oh, there is a money restaurant opened here, then there is a good filter coffee, nice dosa, and then the trap start. This is Sattva is trapping us. I go to Mani's restaurant, coffee, dosa, I felt so nice. The trap begins. Oh, do you mean you should not go and eat? No, we should go and eat. But that peace of mind, what we get, suppose we get attached to that peace of mind, we will not enjoy anywhere else. Desire starts. There are some people who are having only one restaurant, one type, one person, one this. They don't like anything. Bhagavan says, no, then the trap is, you are in the trap. As Guruji says, we must be comfortable in the entire universe. Hey, Vishwachi Maje Ghara, Jnaneshwar Maharaj says, it is here that this whole world is my family. I am comfortable in my house. I want that object because that object is going to give me happiness, impact of rajas. And desire starts, that is impact of tamas. If I get, I feel peaceful, impact of sattva. If I don't get, agitation. And if I am never going to get, then sadness, tamas. So how the whole game is going on? I am peaceful. I enjoyed. That is also a trap. I didn't enjoy. I didn't like this. It is too tikha. It is too like this. We are just taking one example of restaurant, but you can take to people, situation, everything. And suppose I am not going to get sadness. So these three I am revolving and the game is going on. This is the game of gunas going on. Important point. Outside object becomes cause of happiness. This is thought-based happiness, vritti janya. It is a state of mind. The state of mind can change. And Bhagavan says, if you have understood the 13th chapter, this belongs to Kshetra Dharma. This comes in the field, not the Kshetrajna. Kshetrajna is separate. So this Sukha Dharma is Kshetra Dharma. Very important point. That is the trap. Then I say, Aham Sukhi, I am happy. I like that pleasurable state. I get attached. I want more. And I want to get that object which give me happiness, person, restaurant, food, everything. But I miss that my nature is happiness, not that I want happiness from outside. That is the sukha trap. This is very subtle to understand because this happens without our knowledge because we don't feel the burden, heaviness of peace and happiness. This is a trap of ignorance, bondage, happy slave state. This is sukha sangena patnati. A person was caught and put in the jail. After some time, he started liking the jail only. Then the jailer came and told him, no, now after 6 months you are going to be relieved. No, I don't want to be. I like this toilet, I like this jail, I like this food, what is coming, sukha roti, and this. I like to work, fattar for maza aa raha hai usko. Maza aa raha hai life mein. Maza aa raha hai life mein means that's the reason earlier we saw जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि दुख दोषानुदर्शनम मजा आ रहा है मजा आ रहा है. Then the knowledge trap, still Statler. What is knowledge trap? Jnana Sangena. Knowledge of all substances for happiness is Kshetra. Knowledge about Bhagavad Gita also is coming under Kshetra only. One person recently went to Guruji and asked how to overcome Maya. He told by using Maya only. Means what? This sattva I have to use to overcome rajas and tamas, and later on I have to drop the sattva because sattva also is coming under Maya only. Types of jnana sangha. I have lot of knowledge. I am spiritually interested. I am retired. My all people are, my friends are all, they are not interested in Bhagavad Gita knowledge. I call them, but I am interested. I am seeking supreme knowledge. Now, I'm not interested in lower knowledge. I am little spiritual. So I don't like these people, other people who are going in restaurants and enjoying parties and all. I don't like them. Because I am now differentiating myself than others, and I am a spiritual person, other is materialistic. So this is the trap. The moment I say that I am spiritualist and other people are materialistic, then the trap has already begun. I can share, many people attend my sessions. I've got some siddhis, I've become a famous teacher, and then I'm special, I'm a special person. Everybody feels that they are blessed. Other people are not blessed. I'm a good person, I'm a divine person. I can know more than my guru. I'm a monk, I'm a swami also is a jnana sangena. I know more than others. The moment I am discriminating duality is kshetra dharma maya. This is a very, 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 you can take many, very subtlest bondage to overcome because it is not, we are not even aware because it does, we enjoy it. Many, many people have this, abhiman of knowledge, very subtle. No, no, I don't have abhiman of knowledge, but subtly I want to show off my knowledge before everybody. It's worth repeating in Hindi as Premananda Maharaj says. परिवार में ममता, आसक्ति में, भोग में आसक्ति एंड ज्ञान में अहंकार विष है. Wherever this knowledge is there, whatever we are learning, one thing we have to become aware and always be modest and humble and be service and not talk about what we know much to everybody, not to show off. Because when this knowledge will begin its trap, we do not know. Vesh asava bavada pari antari nana kada in Marathi. We should not show off all this knowledge to everybody who come across. All this knowledge is vritti janya. It is all in thought. Not that we must drop from next time. You should not stop coming to Bhagavad Gita class. No, no, you should come. We should learn. But finally, even Upanishad says that this knowledge also we have to drop because Atma is not having any quality of the mind. Knowledge is quality of the buddhi and mind, man and buddhi, which is inert because thought is inert. Thought gets enlivened or appears to be enlivened with that consciousness. Important. This we don't feel as bondage. So very difficult to catch. Subtler the knowledge, more is attachment. Creates subtle bondage. So those who are into spiritual knowledge, this is very important for us. And every day I must pray that, let me not have this ahankar, and somewhere that's the reason the gurus always tell to surrender and do some service because in that only the knowledge reduces. Where there is too much of knowledge, the love reduces, love quotient. Because I think I am special, I have some special kind of competence, and that also is knowledge. Atma is jnana and sukha swarup, not knowledge of something and wants happiness from something. Atma is Sat, Chit, Ananda, Sukha Swarup, Jnana Swarup. Become aware of this Sukha and Jnana Sangha and go beyond Sattva Guna. Very, very subtle trap. So, what is Rajas trap? Tanni Badnati Kaunteya Karma Sangena Dehinam. Now, Karma Sangha. Earlier was Sukha Sangha, Jnana Sangha in Sattva. Now, Karma Sangha. What is this trap? Creates bondage to action. Karta Bhokta trap. Propels desire which leads us to constant activity at BMI level. And some people think that being continuously busy is karma yoga. No, no, no. Sweating, toiling to achieve external world of happiness. Busyness trap. This is called as, Rajas is called as busyness trap. If you ask this person, can you just say it one day doing nothing? No, no, no. Because something I will miss out, something I have to do without me, how it will happen? No. One day just go to ashram or be at home, do nothing. Most difficult thing. Because what will propel us into action? This Rajas Guna is propelling us. Tamas trap. Pramad, Alasya, Nidra. Three things. I think most of us who are listening to this session are having a PAN card. PAN card means tamas. What is PAN card? Pramad, P, A, Alasya, and Nidra creates bondage to Pramad, Alasya, Nidra. What? Pramad means negligence. I don't care. Anyhow, Bhagwan will take care. Jagan Mithya Brahma Satra. They are not doing any work properly. If you observe a person, how a person does one job, the same way the person will do another job. Negligence in no behavior. No, no, I am like this. You manage. I don't bother how I talk. That is your problem. You are feeling it. No, no, no. I should be alert. Then alasya, laziness. We are going to see in detail. Whenever you meet these people, they are either depressed or their face is constipated, not interested in anything, and then no, no, I don't want to do anything. No, no, commit. No, 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 I don't want to come to this session. I don't want to commit myself. Once I commit, then I have to commit. No, they are very committed, but these people are not committed only to anything. Laziness, and then next is nidra. Some people constantly want to sleep only. Morning, evening, afternoon, yawning and sleeping propels us to have more and more sense pleasures, veils our ability and of understanding right judgment. These people, one quality we have to introspect, that these people are perennially confused. What to do? I don't know. I don't know what to do. What to do? Hey, Baba, you decide. No, your life. Whom to marry? Don't know. Which job? Don't know. Which sari? Don't know. Which color? Don't know. Which shirt? Don't know. What to do? Whether shall I do this or don't do? Just do it. Just pray to God and do it. Let us see what will happen. No, these people don't take a decision because that is their nature. And what is propelling that nature? Tamas guna. No non-apprehension leading to misapprehension, because I don't apprehend the reality, I misapprehend the reality. How do I misapprehend the reality? Because for me, this world is bhoga. Maximum bhoga I must have about this world. I must see things, smell things, taste things before I die. That is the purpose. Because world is my area for fulfilling my desires. It is a bhoga yukta. It is equal to death. I don't know what to do with my body, my mind, my intellect. I don't know what is my duty as a husband, wife, as a manager, as a subordinate. I don't know what is the duty of mine as a spiritual seeker, Indian citizen, because these people forget or ignorant about their duties. Tamas. We become heedless, inattentive to higher calls in life. Bhagavan has given in detail, huh? As this is chapter, one chapter we are taking, otherwise these three are discussed in detail. How do we know during day-to-day life whether we are in which mood? Because on the car, Gurudev says there is dashboard. In one shows petrol, one shows temperature, one will show, some other tire pressure, etc. Today, a lot of things are there on the dashboard. How do we know? SRT meters on the dashboard. When sattva is predominant, what will happen? I will think creatively. I want to create something. Right inquiry. What is this? What is that? Can I know more? Thinking will be predominant. Cause finding. Okay, if this person is behaving like this, what is the cause? If this person is not performing to the up to the mark, what is the cause? If this product is not up to the mark, what is the cause? Understanding. All this will predominate. I will feel like reading, learning. So those who have attending this on Sunday morning Bhagavad Gita class, sattva is predominant. Then only I'll be interested in learning, listening. When rajas is predominant, greed, activity, selfish enterprise, agitation, craving. Five things are in order Bhagavan is giving. I want something ego and egocentric desire I want to fulfill. For that, I need to do some activity. For that restlessness about the result, what will happen, I will get or not get, what will happen if I don't get, and then there will be craving if I get it, there will be aversion if I don't get it. So this is all game going on. And when the tamas predominates during the day, so many pointers Bhagavan has given: dullness, inertia, delusion, inactivity, unenthusiasm, no initiative and anything. These people need to be pushed. Heaviness in body, mind. Sometimes it is good to have heaviness in the body, but these people perennially tell, no, no, today I'm very dull. I don't feel like doing anything now. It is not related to age. Our Gurudev with 10% heart at the age of 75 was working, going globally. Lethargy, carelessness, heedlessness. No, I don't care now. Temptations, momentary, okay, looking into mobile phone. After every 5 minutes, temptation. Nobody is calling, nobody is interested. Momentary pleasures, confusion in my role, goal, situation, duty. This is all tamas. So now these are the meters I must check from morning when I get up till I sleep. Which guna is predominant? These are the meters given. And still people think that if Gita is not practical, it is only theory. I think they have to understand what is there exactly in Bhagavad Gita. How guna is connected to next birth, Bhagavan takes up the topic because in 8th chapter also, 13th chapter also, Bhagavan mentioned at the time of death, whatever is our last thought, our next birth is predetermined on that last thought. But that last thought, now the mind is coming. So the quality of the thought is important and quality is determined by the gunas. So the guna, now very important point. The guna I have lived for maximum time for that day, for that life predominantly will decide my next life. Because that will be the thought. Predominantly, if I am in tamas whole day, most of my life, the last thought will be of tamas. Predominantly, if I am in rajas, agitation, want days, restless, anxiety, pressure, stress, next life, that will be before death, that will be the last thought. And suppose I am in sattvic thoughts of God, devotion, Brahmasmi, my nature, that will be the last thought. So, where will I get birth? What will be my next birth? That is a long topic Bhagavan has taken in this. When sattva is predominant and pralayam gatva, yada sattve pravruddhe tu pralayam. When sattva is predominant and one person dies, yati dehabhrutam, then what will happen? Then born in noble sattvic families with values. What values? Love, sacrifice, truthfulness, contemplating. Sometimes I have, these people have asked me, this family is so nice. There is so much love in the family. The brother, sister also loves, cousins also love. There is so much of respect and love in in-laws, both in-laws also. And there is so much spirituality, nice wealth. They are so educated. Here, some families, all jhagda, property, meanness, not caring about each other. Why? Because predominantly I have lived and so I have got a birth in that family. Some children are born in a family where parents are already part of Chinmay mission. They send them to Bal Vihar, then Geeta chanting competition because their interest is that. And some children are born where they are taught selfishness, meanness, not taking care of elders. When Rajas is predominant and Pralayam Gatva, one leaves this body, Karma Sangishu Jayate, born where family were attached to karma, chasing something all the time. Values, ambition, power, fame, achievement, money. I will be born in that family. And right from big early childhood, I will be pushed into business. Business thing will go on. Like many of the classical singers, if you see, if you listen to their biography or interviews, they say, when I was small, 1 year old, 2 year old, 5 year old, many musicians used to come to our place and our house only, music was going on for hours because my grandfather and mother and father, they used to play and then great musician, they will take some names. So right from beginning, they are born into musical family. Tamoguna is predominant and suppose death happens, Then what? Muda yonishu jayate. What is Muda yoni? Born in family of ignorance. Senselessness prevails in that family. Focus only on bhoga, how to exploit, how to extract, how to get maximum bhoga. Bhoga means what? Smelling, touching, seeing, tasting. What is it? Fifth one. Shab, Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. That is only I want all the time. And then how to get with minimal work, no viveka, no self-awareness, no clarity, what is God. So you can see many people, you wonder, sometimes there is no question coming to them, why I was born in this family, what will happen after death, what is the purpose of life, what is happiness. No, no, I don't believe in all this. And just take this next samosa and eat. Value, sense, pleasure, enjoy at any cost means not important. In that family they are born. Conclusion, each one of us is born to fulfill one's own elected purpose. Now, one more simple, small topic, small thought that some people are highly spiritual, but they are born into that family and they wonder why I'm born in. Then you have to, maybe you would have done something in earlier life, so now you have to fulfill. How to, okay, okay, I understood. Now I'm a little scared. Next life, I must get a better wife, better children, very loving parents, wealthy parents, healthy body. And my relatives also must be good. Some brother, sister, there is so much of love, and some brother, sister, no love, no respect, jagda only for family and for property. So, no, no, next life, I want all these things. Now, how to conquer? Then conquer today, this life. How to conquer tamas? Three things we have mentioned: sleep, laziness, dullness, pan card. Conquer sleep by proper food, exercise, discipline, timing. One person went to Guruji and asked, Guruji, I want to get up in the morning, but I'm not able to get up. Guruji didn't give any advice. He told, what time you sleep? No, no, I sleep at 12, 12:30. How will you get up at 5 o'clock? You sleep early, you get up early. Conquer laziness by promptness, doing it now, no delaying. नो पोस्टपोनिंग, आज का काम कल करो, कल का काम परसों, इतनी भी क्या जल्दी यारो, जीना है बरसों. सो बिफोर यू स्लीप, वॉट एवर आई कैन डू टूडे, जस्ट कंप्लीट इट एंड देन स्लीप. When you want to do good things, Gurudev says this: do promptly. When you feel like doing bad things, postpone. When I'm irritated, don't talk. Conquer dullness by practice of alertness. Do everything with alertness. Daksha. Best person to observe now is Guruji or those who have observed Gurudev. Daksha, every moment they are watching what is happening. How you're sitting, what is happening, where you're going, they will ask, how will you go? Daksha, every moment alert. Conquer tamas by rajas. How to conquer rajas? Ego, desire centric action. When we perform actions prompted by ego, selfish desire, passion, greed, we get bound by that action. So give up actions? No, no, no. Just change the motives. Act with higher noble ideal. Let there not be any attachment, insistence, resistance to the result. Karma Yoga. And let I surrender actions to God. That is the way I deal with Rajas. And key, conquer Rajas by Sattva. All saints act, but without any bondage. This is very important. How to conquer Sattva? Because I don't feel the bondage only. Sattvic desires are, this is a very, 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 very important topic. Because sattvic desires are what? Love, compassion, service, dan. Some people are working in Chinmaya mission or other missions. I am doing so much of social service. But then this is a trap starts if I am not aware. What is a trap? When I do some good karma, I develop ego about it. Others to appreciate, oh, this person is doing so much of seva in Chinmaya mission. This person does so much of jnana. Then ahankar comes because I feel very peaceful and happy. I'm doing good work. This is good work. I'm doing work for rivers, forests, local NGOs, and doing some seva in the villages. But then the trap starts. I become arrogant, more demanding. If other people don't come with me, I get so upset. Only I am doing seva, others are not doing seva. Today, no volunteers only, I only have to work, but you only work because you are Chitta Shuddhi. My expectation from other people increases, others should follow me. So, following are the soft bondages. There is a small PPT that I will send. of Guruji, soft bondages. I am a great devotee, big bondage. I am a big jnani, big bondage. I am a very social service. I don't believe in God and puja and rituals and putting milk on the shivling. And I do, I help poor people. I don't buy garland utpatti. Some people have that big ego. Conquer sattva by not counting on our good deeds. Never say, I did this, good things. I know I did this, I did this. Not getting attached to it, being very possessive. Some people get possessive about the Guru also, by Jnana also. Guru, they give so many discussions on this. Not forgetting our overall purpose is Chitta Shuddhi and not even Chitta Shuddhi later on. It ought to be done, so I am doing it. And Guruji says that please remember every moment God is running the entire show. You are only nimitta matra bhava savya sachin. He is only giving you opportunity to serve. So do your part and move on quietly. Don't make noise. I am doing this much, I am doing this much, nobody is coming, I am only working for 30 years. You do it. That is the job what God has given to you. Let there be prayers like this for sattva conquering, not very easy. Let good karmas come out of me and let me not be aware of it also. Because a person says, I am very humble, other person is arrogant, the person is not humble. Because a humble person doesn't know that I am humble. Arjuna says, okay, Bhagwan, you are telling all this conquer, conquer, conquer. Has anybody conquered really? Because he is a warrior. Bhagwan says, yeah, yeah. But tell me, how do they behave? Again, we are coming to Siddhaprajna Lakshan. So, Siddhaprajna Lakshan are for us to practice. They display light of peace and joy, act without bondage. So, we must practice this. Is at least one day, one thing we can take today. Display light of peace and joy. Don't make a constipated face. Something happened in the past. My body is paining, and this has happened. Somebody died, and this problem. No, no. They display light, peace, and joy. Act without bondage. Have BMI but no identification. Don't have delusion to who am I, the world, and God. Because why me, this question will not come. And they are same in joy, sorrow, pleasure, pain, censure, praise, honor, dishonor, success, failure, heat, cold. No, no. Do they become stone? No, no. What is the result? Result is the last verse. You will go beyond sattva, rajas, tamas. That is the goal of, and then you will fit to attain Brahman. Brahmano hi pratishtha. Arjun said, no, no, Bhagwan, I want Saguna Brahman, not Nirguna Brahman. You're talking about Nirguna Brahman. Bhagwan said, both you will get. You will get Saguna also, and you will get Nirguna Brahma also. And then you will get the total fulfillment of infinite bliss. But then going beyond days, because this is Maya power, so we have to really work very, very alertly, especially to come out of Sattva trap. So, how to come out of Tamas trap? By using Rajas. How to use, how to come out of Rajas? By coming out of, by using Sattva. And how to come out of Sattva trap? By surrendering to God and Guru. Because then only it is possible, because this trap is not very easy to understand. So quickly we will revise what are the questions only are given in this. Why we shift between intelligence and stupidity? Three gunas. Why do we behave in contrary to our knowledge? Why do we slip from our intellectual knowledge stand? Why we are not able to perform and be same all the time? Answer is gunas. What is the meaning of guna? They are the temperaments, the moods. How many gunas are there? Three. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. How do they bind us? Sattva by Sukha and Jnana. Rajas by Karma Sanghena and Tamas by PAN card. What is the nature impact we saw? They bind us and then we will get next life accordingly. How to diagnose? The diagnosing dashboards were given, that how we can figure out which guna is predominant in us during the day. And then where will be my next birth depending upon predominance of the guna. Has anybody gone ahead of this? Yes, there are many people. And then signs of wise person and how to transcend the gunas and what will be the result of it. So these are the various questions we saw. Very, very introspective chapter to check where do I stand after all this knowledge. And never we should say that I have overcome this, overcome this, overcome this, because Bhagavan says, no, no, don't think it is so easy. Because any time that Abhiman can happen that I have overcome this kind of desire and Bhagavan can show us his Maya power. We have to learn to be humble and at the feet of the Lord and Guru, because at the feet of the Lord and Guru, the saving happens. They can save us. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.